Previously on Rice Farming TV. Before we fired up all our tractors and started the field work preparing our soil for planting rice, we did start one tractor, the old Case IH 7240. I explained how we use our ridger, or levee plow, to build up our levees and to fill in our drains. We ran the tractor hard. Then, with the full crew, we started all the tractors. The boys plowed the fields deep, helping air out and dry down our clay-like soil. They then ran shovel sweeps through the field to help further dry down the soil after early spring rainstorms. Now the tractors are hooked up to discs, breaking down the large dirt clods into smaller, more manageable pieces. The 2020 crop year playlist, a collection of all these videos, are down in the description, by the way. Yeah, while the crew ran their tractors, switching implements depending on the need, I stuck with the Case IH 7240 with the Ridger levee plow. I stuck with it until now.
All right, let's work. It's the 2020 crop year. My name is Matthew Sliger. That's right, we're out in California planting rice by air. Welcome to the rice fields. Ride with me from planting to harvest. California rice, my friends. You're watching Rice Farming TV.
Ridger, or levee plow, you're coming off. Needs a break. Come on, let's hop in the tractor. Just want to put the Ridger in the correct parking spot because we are done with it all year. Next time we're going to be using this is this time next year, so we would just want to park it right out of the way. So I am going to just back the tractor up here at the equipment yard into the Ridger's parking space. All right, pretty well out of the way. I'm now going to drop the Ridger into operation position, the upside down V, because it's going to rest on those blades of gangs. You'll see. Nice. Now let's drop the stand. That's the stand. That's holding the stand up. There we go. Now the stand is down. Grab this board. We'll let the stand come down on this board in case it gets muddy out here. Look, all these frogs that were under the board. Whoa. Okay, now we need to unhook the Ridger from the tractor's 3-point right here. That just unlocked it right there. Watch. Locked. Unlocked. Other side. I got to put this down. Whew. All right, now I'm gonna slowly lower the 3-point so that the Ridger rests on its stand and the two gangs that are in the upside down V position so that it will support itself. I've got it raised up to its highest point. It won't go any lower than the highest point, so when I press down, it doesn't move. But as I slowly toggle, it starts to slowly move. Okay, it's resting on the board. Okay, it's resting on the board, but it's in a bind, so I'm going to either have to move the tractor forward or backwards a little bit, in which case I need both hands free, so I'm going to set you down outside, okay? Nice! So you see, the 3-point is totally released. Now I didn't drive away because I, of course, have the hydraulic lines still hooked up to the tractor, which run the hydraulic rams, which helps us position the Ridger. So let's unhook those. Got a little wet and dusty. Little starting fluid to clean out the ports. Close them up. Great, so now we can pull the 7240 away from the Ridger now that it's nicely parked and free from the tractor. And we'll park the tractor just off to the side because I'm not sure what we're going to use it for next. Perhaps disking if we need to catch up, but we're pretty good on schedule. Anyway, 7240 gets a break for a couple of days. Let's go. Bye, Ridger. Thanks for the hard work. Really appreciate it. I'll lift the 3-point all the way back up again. Now let's find a good parking spot for the 7240. Look out for the triplanes. Those are coming up next. Yeah, right by the bank out. That seems like a pretty good spot to park her. Nose to nose. Yes, 7240 in good shape. Taking a break for a while. But let's head over to the Ridger just for 1 second. I want to show you one other thing. So yeah, I parked the Ridger right here, right next to our ditcher. We're going to use the ditcher quite shortly to put in irrigation drains in our freshly fertilized, ready for water fields. This ditcher will allow water to move across the fields sooner. And this is important because once the ground has been worked up and fertilized and gets introduced to water, weeds start growing. We need the field completely flooded before we can apply our seed. This will allow the field to flood quickly. If we get a slow flood, then weeds and insects, they already start germinating and becoming viable and alive and growing once water hits. So if we have a slow flood, that earlier top half of the field is going to be way ahead of the rice in terms of weed and insects and other pests that are already starting to grow there. So we want water to move quickly across. We use the ditcher here to use that. I'll show you it in action very shortly. Pops is going to hook it up to his brand new Farmall 120C Case IH tractor. So that's going to be super exciting. So in short, I wanted to park the Ridger far enough away from the ditcher, and if you can tell here, back a little bit further, because very shortly we're going to have to hook up to this implement right here. Savvy? Wah, wah, wah. Battery died at the end of the day. The video ends on black, but rest assured, dear viewers, the work continues. We continue to disc, breaking down our soil, preparing for the land planes that I mentioned earlier. I'll have a fresh battery next time. I'm charged up because we're that much closer to seeding. I hope you'll stick with me. It's going to be sweet. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up to you for watching. Thank you, and take care.